Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Detroit Pistons at their home, the Palace of Auburn Hills. Well, for Detroit, they're ahead of where they were last season at this time. Always nice to see that progress in a positive direction. Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers were able to put up a great fight against the Warriors last year in the finals, even while shorthanded. Kenny, if they are healthy come playoff time this season, how far can they go?
They could be the favorites. You know, LeBron James' efforts last year was unbelievable. But you couple that with a healthy team. They only had a 7-man rotation in the finals, and they remained very, very competitive.
You know, it's a long season. A lot of things can happen, and we said the same thing last year. But if Cleveland Cavs can stay healthy, yes, they can go all the way and possibly win it. But they have to be healthy.
Boy, LeBron had to do so much during those playoffs. Was he just asked to do too much?
Well, you know, he's that type of player. He's a great player. And, you know, a lot of people could try to compare him to Mike, but he's a lot like Magic, and, you know, he keeps everybody involved. And, you know, the others have to come through. You know, Kenny and I have been in finals where the others have won the finals for us.
Even the top cars run out of gas, Ernie.
What if they're electric?
Out of gas.
What if they're electric? Got them, Ernie.
What if they run out of juice?
They run out of juice.
Oh,
you still got to plug them in, baby.
That does it for us for now. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you later.
Thought you were on my side, Ernie.
I'm not. I mean, I am.
A wonderfully symmetrical skyline you have to love downtown Detroit. The Cavaliers coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. Right now, the Pistons are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. And, of course, Jody Meeks. This is their first game without him.
You know, what the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their younger players are ready to spread their wings and take on a little more responsibility. They're going to get more minutes for those guys and allow them to see a little more playing time.
Clearly a forward-thinking deal, you know, and even if his aren't the biggest shoes to fill, it still puts a lot of pressure on your young guys. And let's see if they're ready to fill that void.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot.
And, guys, Reggie Jackson was at the end of a yo-yo last season. He starts in Oklahoma for an injured Westbrook. Westbrook comes back, sends Jackson to the bench. Then Oklahoma sends Jackson to Detroit, where he fills in for another injured starter in Brandon Jennings for the rest of the year.
Irving drives in. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Irving's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Cavs. Cleveland on defense. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And, guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them, wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Jackson. Off target from outside.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Back to Love. Knocks down the 3 ball. Love's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. And he converts the layup. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Now here is Harris, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Misses in close.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Pistons trail by 3. Harris dishes to Jackson. Here's Caldwell Pope. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Irving with the ball. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. The offensive rebound, Thompson. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Cleveland the rebound.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Here's Caldwell Pope. The long distance three is good. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points so far.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Here's LeBron. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And we've seen him do that before. Batter a defense by just exploding to the basket.
Pistons have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Stan Van Gundy. There haven't been many players that have the physical prowess of LeBron James, and he knows that this is going to pose a lot of problems for his team. He told me the most amazing thing to him about LeBron was that he has the ability to be a force at virtually any position on the floor, from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And guys, Andre Drummond has made quite an impression in the early stages of his career. Clark, you were just talking about that. Greg, I don't think anyone felt he would have such an impact this fast.
Yeah, I mean, he's already a mountain of a man among boys. I mean, it's hard to believe when you look at this guy out there. He's only 22 years old.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Going back to Andre Drummond, some say there aren't any true centers entering the NBA these days. But I look at Andre, I look at DeMarcus Cousins, Joel Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, and I think to myself, what are these people talking about?
Cavaliers trailing. Outside Irving. Thompson passes to Irving. The 11-footer. Second shot opportunity, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. First free throw is good. Good on both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Stolen by Jackson. Dish now to Morris. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Misses off the left iron.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
On the wing, Irving. There's the pick. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. he is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. John Lure, he's checked in for Morris. And it's Ish Smith in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He doesn't get the second one.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Now here is Harris. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. They double him with LeBron. Just 4 to shoot. The fadeaway. And it comes off the front of the rim.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
And Shumpert kicks to Thompson. Left side, Love. James outside, pulls it up. They get it back. And Thompson throws it down.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Here's Smith. The Cavaliers making the shot. The pass to Harris. The feed to Drummond. Nice ball movement by Detroit. The drive by Smith. Here's Lure. And that one is hammered home.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Just a bit of an up-and-down year for the Pistons last season. Had some long winning streaks and some long losing streaks for first-year head coach Stan Van Gundy.
You know, Kevin, some would say it was addition by subtraction because they really went on that big run after they released Josh Smith. 7 straight wins for them at one point, and they also did have some giant losses.
Different look here for Detroit. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Johnson comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Reggie Jackson. Then for the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for James. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Cavaliers leading.
And, you know, those giant losses were a big part of the Pistons season. I mean, their biggest losing streak was 13 straight losses, and a lot of that you attribute to their defense.
Now here's Love. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. That drops. And Detroit has possession. Here's Smith. They set the pick. Lure dishes to Baines. Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And the Pistons also went into a slump after they traded for Reggie Jackson. 1-9 after the trade deadline. That they would end the season on a better note, but truly they were streaky last season.
Now here's Shumpert. Quiet so far offensively. He's searching for his first points of the game. Fry. And that one's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
And it's Smith penetrating.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Williams. He feeds it to Fry. 13 feet away. Cannot hit. And Detroit the other way now.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And so here's Cleveland after the basket by Detroit. Outside Williams. To the middle. Here's Jefferson.
Let's see where the Pistons sit right now in the NBA statistics here early in the season. 8th in points off turnover. 9th in steals. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And like you said, they're up there in points off turnovers. They apply pressure, always ready to pounce on a mistake and take advantage.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first free throw is good. And the Cavaliers making a change here. McRae's checked in. And both free throws good for Jefferson. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to McRae. They set the screen. Detroit with the rebound. Luer's got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
Exactly. Guys, they're clearly the better team, but you can't take anybody for granted. They're all NBA players. They get their checks twice a month across the league, so you've got to come prepared and focused and ready to play.
And now the first time out called here for Detroit.
And the Pistons were a better team last season than they were in 2014. I mean, they still ended up bottom in the Central Division, but most of it was because of how strong the Central really was last season.
Pistons trail by 6. Greg, as you said, the Pistons were last in the Central Division last year. They had finished fourth each of the last 4 years before that part.
And, you know, the Pistons actually had more wins last year coming in last than they did in any of the 4 seasons they finished fourth. And it just shows you how tough and improved the Central Division was last year.
Here's Williams after the basket by Detroit. Outside Jefferson. Pulls it up. And the rejection by Smith. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And guys, he's not the tallest or most imposing wing player, but Stanley Johnson has incredible strength and really unmatched confidence. One reason why so many were high on him in the draft.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And for Johnson out of Arizona, Greg, his strength, as you were talking about, is his biggest asset. Helps that he has this incredible arm span. And Clark, you know what? He told me he likes to play the 2K game.
Yeah, he does enjoy that. He likes to play the real game, too, because he's hyper-competitive, and I think he's got a chance to be a superb defender at the NBA level.
And both free throws good for Johnson.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
Now here's Jefferson. He had 10 points in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Shumpert, no good.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Smith outside. There's a good screen. Johnson sets the screen for Smith. 6 on the shot clock. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Well, with Coach Stan Van Gundy, it was a very successful first year in Detroit. He's a guy who's going to build around defense. That's been his M.O.
And Van Gundy has always been a defensive first type guy, Kevin. I mean, the last 30 years he's has probably the best defensive efficiency for a career as a coach, and his teams always play with great emphasis on that side of the ball.
James checked in for the Cavaliers. And it's tied up with that one.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Now here's Williams. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Fry. Second chance shot. It's deflected. Smith the pass to Lou. And he misses the go-ahead basket. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in. He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Williams kicks the Fry. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again Landing and back at Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Fry was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Smith kicks to Baines, and that one's good. Baines has got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
James against Morris. James dishes to Williams. They set the pick. Smith for three. Morris with the rebound. Here's Johnson, and the rejection by James. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Off the inbound, and Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got his first basket of the night.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Pistons lead by 2 and will return shortly. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. Has become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him. Nothing rattles him.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Andre Drummond is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Harris at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
Irving kicks to Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 9 points for Kevin Love. Now here's Jackson. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Harris a screen on Irving. Jackson drives in. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
And all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly to the kind of looks the coach drew up.
The Pistons lead it 3 on 3. Morris passes to Harris. To the inside. And Drummond throws it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And stolen by Drummond. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Great D that time from Irving. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's LeBron. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Jackson dishes to Caldwell Pope. Drummond with a screen on Smith. Caldwell Pope kicks to Drummond. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And it's a 6-point Piston lead.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
It's LeBron with the drive. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
Now here's Jackson, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Down low, here's Harris. Rebound, Love. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game. James, the pass to Irving. Out to Smith. Lets it go from deep. And it's Love missing.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. John Lure, he's checked in for Detroit. Reggie Bullock comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Iman Shumpert has come in for Smith. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Harris against Jefferson. Harris dishes to Lure. And the rejection by Love. And they get it back. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Are you sensing or feeling a theme here, fellas? I mean, they're taking it straight to the bucket every time down.
And why change? I mean, that's 8 straight points in the paint, and they have now turned this into a physical game.
Smith checked in for Reggie Jackson. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Williams, he's checked in for Irving. Well, last season, the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while there. How about going to the playoffs from 1996 to 2009? So it's been a rough stretch here of late. But you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Now Williams. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change to the paint. Here's Jefferson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Drummond. 4th in blocks. 7th in rebounds. And he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
Yeah, he's been dominant as a shot blocker all year. He is a dangerous force inside.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
In that one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Now here is Harris. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
Tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
And I love that as soon as they get their hands on the basketball, they immediately get out and transition.
Detroit leading by 6. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower. Didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
So it's the Cavaliers now after the basket by Detroit. Dishes it to Jefferson. Williams a screen. Shot clock at 6. Love. It's deflected.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Smith kicks to Bullock. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And here we go. Fast break. Love's got it. Passes it to Jefferson. That's in there. Love with the assist. Jefferson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Pistons making a change here. Baines is checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Fry's checked in. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Pistons leading by 5. Bullock passes to Lewis. He kicks it to Bullock. It's up a 3. No good.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Offensive rebound. Here's Thompson, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he was one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. And here is Williams. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Fry, good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now here is Smith. To the middle. Here's Lewis. Good D by Thompson.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
It's Jefferson outside. They get the rebound. Thompson passes to McCray. And Fry has it in the corner. Here's McCray. Picked by Williams. It's Jefferson with the drive. Thompson dishes to Williams. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Bullock. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Smith against Williams. He dishes it to Fry. Picked by Williams. Takes the 3. And it's Lure with the rebound. Lure's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Smith drives in, and he gets it to go. Smith's got his first bucket of the night.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned, pound-the-rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them.
Now here's Jefferson. 6 points for him. And Fry kicks to Williams. It's good. This game is all evens. Williams has got 6 here in this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Bullock kicks to Smith. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Feeds to Fry. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Detroit. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Johnson. And the shot falls short this time.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
Now here's Williams, and here's Fry for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Fry's got 9 points.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
For the Pistons, Morris is checked in for Lure, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Reggie Bullock. LeBron, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Richard Jefferson. Pistons trail by 3. Smith kicks to Caldwell-Pope, and that one's good. Caldwell-Pope's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Outside Williams. Screen by Smith. Pass to McCray. Shot clock at 5. Cannot hit. Now the Pistons take it the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Smith. It's a big high bounce and goes in. Smith's got his first basket of the night.
The entire defense was frozen foot. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Smith kicks to Johnson. Screen by Smith. The dish to Caldwell-Pope. Now the feed to Johnson. Here's Caldwell-Pope, covered by LeBron, and the basket good.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Williams. 6 points for him. Kicks it to Smith. And there's the pass to Fromm. Swiped it away. Smith with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, back and forth.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
On the wing, Johnson to the middle. Here's Morris. It's hauled in by LeBron.
And that's letting the defense off the hook. No excuse for blowing that layup.
Nice shot by Smith.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And Smith gets double teamed. Here's Baines. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Cleveland's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Outside Williams. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Yet another 3 for him, Kevin. He's really been draining them here in the second.
Pistons trail by 3. Smith up top. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Caldwell Pope. Another 3 for Detroit.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Now here's LeBron. Up in time. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
I'm here with Kevin Love, and great effort out there tonight. Just a quick question. You guys did a tremendous job chipping away at that big deficit you faced early on. What changed?
Oh, man, we just executed, got good shots, and got stops. That was really it.
A winded Kevin Love. Thank you. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be breaking down all the action for you. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what did you think?
There's no excuse for letting a team drain that many threes on you. Come on, especially at such a high percentage. That means your perimeter defense is weak. They got to close out on the shooters with conviction, even if it creates some weakness inside.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half of our game. Kevin Harlan ready with the call.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Checking out the game Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is having. 13 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
Cleveland's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
second free throw, good.
Yeah, the Pistons ended last season with a record of 32-50. They played decently enough against the rest of the East and had 23 of their 32 wins against the Eastern Conference.
And it's Drummond missing. The Cavaliers leading. Irving passes to Smith. Back to Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one. In Detroit last season against the East, played well for stretches. They couldn't find that consistency to climb the ladder in the East.
And they had a lot of changes going on. Tons of transition for this group. But let's face it, they did play well down the stretch. A lot of wins against playoff teams from the East. And went 500 against Eastern playoff teams in their final 10 matchups.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Jackson against Irving. Jackson dishes to Morris. Drummond the screen. Morris kicks to Drummond. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Irving kicks to Thompson. And he takes that one up and powers it through. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 rebounds. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Jackson passes to Morris. On the wing, Harris. Inside, Drummond. Can't get it to go. Good D by Thompson.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's Drummond. The Cavaliers making the shot. Drummond with another miss.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Pistons trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
There's a screen. Harris kicks to Jackson. Good, and Harris gets the assist. And that's now 6 points for Reggie Jackson.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Love kicks to Irving. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Pistons have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Jackson with it. Now Smith defending. Morris dishes to Caldwell Pope. Drummond the screen. Pocket 6. And the wide open shot from Morris. But they recover it. That is good. Now just a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
James outside. He feeds it to Love. Back to LeBron. Inside and stolen by Harris. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And the rejection by Smith.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
So for the Pistons, Lure comes in for Andre Drummond, and it's Reggie Bullock in for Caldwell Pope. Cleveland also making some changes. Jefferson comes in for James, and it's Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. And Morris drops them both.
Marcus Morris is nicknamed Mook. He has a twin brother, older by 7 minutes, named Markeith. Both brothers played at Kansas, drafted 13th and 14th in the same year, eventually played for the same pro team. That is joined at the hip.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 7. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Pistons trail by 3. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And looking at the Morris brothers' careers through last season, the one area they haven't been joined at the hip in is in performance. Markeith has shown steady improvement over his first 4 years. Marcus Morris has had a very up and down start to his career.
And you know, Kevin, Marcus has talent. He has versatility. He just hasn't found his role. It's time for him to step out of his brother's shadow and really establish who he is as a player.
That's good. Jefferson's got 8 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut back down to 3 after the basket from Morris. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third, a 75% clip. Pass to Jefferson. Love outside. And Jefferson, here we go. Jefferson can't get that one to fall. Pistons have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Harris misses. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Jefferson passing to Love. Left side, Shumpert. From 12 feet out. Misses off the right iron.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
And there's the call on Jefferson. That is his first foul of the game. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Detroit. Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers. On the wing, Jackson, covered by Irving, and Harris wide open. He shoots. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Cleveland's gone outside a lot tonight, 17 times in fact, 7 of 17. Outside jumper. They set the pick. Shot's good from Love. Love's got 11 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Irving against Jackson. To the paint, and Baines kicks to Harris. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. In third, the Cavaliers.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Irving drives in. Here's Love. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love.
That one is no good. Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism, but a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the basket by Detroit. Back to Williams. To the middle. Fry, good. Fry's got 11 points.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Here's Lure. 9 points in the game so far. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut back down to 2 points on the basket from Smith.
And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
It's good on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
And no need there, guys, to throw that one back out. Just go ahead and handle your business.
Here's Bullock following the score by Cleveland. 6 to shoot. The drive by Smith. Baseline jumper. Shot is no good. Nice D from Williams.
You know, regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps on the offensive glass. He averaged less than 2 a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Now Smith. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Smith's got 6 points.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Williams dishes to Love. Back to Williams. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Johnson, and the rejection by Love. Dishes it to Fry. Here's Williams, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that excellent in terms of their efficiency.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Detroit. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Reggie Bullock. A switch here also for Cleveland. LeBron, he's checked in for Kevin Love. That one misses for Williams.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
Here's Baines. 10 points for him. That's good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. James outside. Out to the right wing. For 3, Fry. Rebound, Detroit. And of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push, and that's out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
They get it back. Smith against Williams. Baines passes to Smith. Takes a shot at the elbow. Offensive rebound. Drummond uses both hands to slam it down.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. Irving comes in for Williams. 1:12 left in the third quarter. Irving against Smith. To the inside. Shots good by Baines. Baines has got 4 points now in the quarter.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Cleveland's getting blanked from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Irving kicks to Smith. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, it was just a terrible shot.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Passes it to McRae. It's taken away by Smith. Down low. It's taken away by Smith. James outside. Pass to McRae. Tries to snap the cold streak. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 5 assists in the game. Smith. The shot no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Marcus Morris is out there with Harris, and it's Drummond in at center. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now here is Harris. Shot from 12. And it's Drummond missing. Feeds it to Irving. Out to Smith from outside the arc. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And it's Harris on the drive. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Looking at the game Richard Jefferson has been having, he's got 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
That free throw good from Jefferson. Love check in for LeBron. And both free throws good for Jefferson. Detroit with the ball. 4-point game. Outside Jackson. He kicks it to Drummond. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 11 rebounds in the game. And there's Richard Jefferson on the assist by Love.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Drummond with a screen on Smith. The baseline jam. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Here's the 3. Here's Thompson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Now here's Irving. It's a pick by Love. Smith kicks to Jefferson. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Back to Jackson. From deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Smith. That one off the back iron and out. Pistons trail by 9, and there's the call on Jefferson. That's foul number 2 for him. Cavaliers making a switch here. Shumpert's checked in. Shumpert with the steal. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. He dishes it to Love. The feed to Smith. Back to Love. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. And the lead now. Double digits on that bucket. And it's an 11-point Cleveland lead.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
In the break, guys, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Inside, here's Morris. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP and a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest. And I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Here's Jackson. Kept alive. Can't get it to fall.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Stolen away. Here's Caldwell Pope. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are. And guys, you know, Cantavius Caldwell-Pope, this guy screams potential at you. I mean, perfect size and length and speed for a 2-guard. He plays both ends. Right now, it's all about consistency for him.
On the topic of Caldwell-Pope, he's the kind of guy who needs a year to feel his way around. In college, Greg, you may recall he showed dramatic improvement between years 1 and 2. The same thing has been true in the pros.
Yeah, and he has everything going for him. I mean, excellent outside shot, tremendous defensive tools. He just needs to add some strength and stay in attack mode to reach the next level in his development.
Now, here is Irving. The screen from Thompson. There's the dish to Smith. Fires the 3. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 4 assists now tonight.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Irving against Jackson. There's the pass to Harris. Morris outside. Back to Harris. 6 to shoot. Here's Drummond. Shumpert with some nice D.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Checking out the game J.R. Smith is having. 9 points and 2 rejections.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate the all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys, stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get supreme in terms of your stat sheet.
And Kellogg's, right? And Kellogg's.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Good on the second free throw. Well, for J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Here's Irving. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. And another miss by Cleveland.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot.
They get it again. Drummond. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. J.R. Smith picks one up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling. Andre Drummond is a big guy. At the NBA Draft Combine, he measures 7 feet tall with a 7'7" wingspan, and he tipped the scales at 280 pounds. That's a super heavyweight, my friends.
And on the topic of Andre Drummond, Greg, there are a few guys in the league who combine his kind of size with the type of athleticism he possesses. Fast up and down the floor, quick off his feet, even sports a little hang time. I mean, the guy's got a full package athletic.
You talked about the raw physical tools. Then you factor in the two things as a big that I really value: great hands and quick feet. And he's got that going for him. So you can't go through him, you can't go around him, and you certainly can't go over him. I mean, what's left?
We can only hope to contain him. As they say. And the Cavaliers call time here. Cleveland leading by 8. And here is Irving. Kicks to Thompson. No one near Smith as he lets it go. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Detroit's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Smith. Pass to Shumpert. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Pistons shooting in this game, 45%. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Irving. They set the pick. Jackson kicks to Drummond. No luck. Smith with the defensive effort. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Outside jumper. The drive by Smith. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Pistons trail by 12. Outside Jackson. From 12 feet out, hits the front of the rim and out.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now, here is Irving. Smith, left side. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Shumpert in the corner. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 6 assists now in the game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Irving against Jackson. He feeds it to Caldwell Pope. Inside. And there's a whistle. It goes on him on Shumpert. LeBron's checked in for Cleveland.
Into the lineup, Cavaliers. LeBron James.
Jackson with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Dishes it to Morris. Fires it up. Detroit, no good that time either.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Here's LeBron. Good D by Drummond.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Morris with a screen on Irving. Jackson dishes to Morris. Again the miss by Morris.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bumpers.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how Clark. Brilliant throw down.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Drummond having a terrific game. 14 rebounds, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
Cleveland leading by 12. Irving passes to Love. And James throws it down.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Detroit's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And Drummond kicks to Harris. Back to Drummond. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And that's now 24 points for Andre Drummond.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Irving dishes to Love. In the corner, Smith with it. No good.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Pass to Harris. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul. Continuous Caldwell Pope. Shooting free throws.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Stolen by Jackson. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. Detroit, no good that time either.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, that's a natural progression for any player, sure, even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And remember the quote from LeBron on the subject. Obviously, I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I was before, but I can still do the things I need to be successful.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Drummond. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Irving against Jackson. Outside Irving. Harris against James. Ring shot on the way. And that one comes up a bit short.
You know, LeBron was just so far ahead of everyone in the league when he was young. I mean, even a LeBron who has lost a step is more athletic than 95% of our league. But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Following the score by Cleveland. Drummond with a screen on Irving. In the corner, it's Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 9 assists now tonight.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Now, here is Irving. 1:16 left in the game. Pass to Smith. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And here's Love from the arc. Back to Smith. James outside. .50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Left side, Love. No luck. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's Caldwell Pope with the shot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Shooting 2, Contavious Caldwell Pope.
Gets the first. That brings them to within 10. And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Lure comes in for Morris. Johnson, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. McRae's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jefferson against Johnson. Jefferson kicks to Williams. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
That'll be a Pistons timeout.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're trailing by 10. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in it.
Yeah, who knows what he's drawing up in there, maybe working on a play for down the road in another game, but whatever it is, it's too late for this one.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. From past the arc. And it's Bullock missing. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, you guys had a tremendous second half. What were the things that had to happen to win this game?
No, we all contributed tonight, and if we have a well-balanced, scoring and we're efficient on both ends, we usually end up winning the game. And, like you said, the second half was big for us tonight.
It takes 5 guys to win it in the NBA. Kevin, thanks for your time. Back to the table.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Love. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired the rest of his team.
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it. I didn't see this kind of performance coming from him tonight. He's been coming off a stretch of game where he just looked lost out there. To see him turning around this quickly, it's a nice surprise. Play after play, he was getting after it, making plays, and making it look easy.
How much would every team like to have a big man who's able to do the things that Kevin Love does? He can play close to the bucket. He can spot up from long range, pass, drive the lane, rebound, you name it. I'm glad he didn't hold back tonight. He let it all hang out.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.